good.
Okay.
And we're gonna be editing it anyway. All right, what's your name?
My name's Joe Good. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
And what first brought you to Axion?
I just heard great things about the Axion program, the Lawyer-Scientist program, and all the amazing knowledge you could gain in toxicology. And I wanted that knowledge because I would get a toxicology report from the lab or from a prosecutor and would have no idea what I was looking at, and basically would see a blood alcohol number in a DUI case or a drug, a drug screen, and just wouldn't know what to do with it. And a lot of times my clients couldn't afford to hire an expert, so we were kind of at a stopping point with regard to what we could do. And so I said, I'm underselling my clients, any one of them where there's a toxicology report, I'm underselling every single one of them, and frankly not defending them to the best of my ability unless I have this knowledge. And really Axion is the only solution to that problem. And if without the knowledge, it's really hard to unless you have the money to hire an expert, it's really hard to be able to issue spot and find all the flaws and weaknesses. And with blood, urine cases and drug cases, with toxicology reports, there are so many moving parts and so many things that can break down in the procedure and processes that there are a million issues to spot. With a DUI case and just a breathalyzer machine, there's a few issues to spot, and you learn those issues over time and figure out how to spot them. But with regard to toxicology reports and blood and urine and drugs, unless you get the education, you don't know how to do it.
So you have now gone through the three classes of the series, and do you feel like you're doing a better job handling these types of cases with this kind of training?
1,000%. It's almost it's fun. It's a fun group to come up to Axion. Chicago's obviously a great city with a million things to do. And there are a lot of programs that, nightlife. We were out last night having a great time, and we sit around and talk about cases and talk about how you apply this knowledge to the cases. So it's fun to sit around and kind of laugh and say, I can't believe I didn't know this beforehand. Like I think back to some cases where I'm like, if I'd only known what that meant. I mean, I had a case not long ago where I had an ELISA immunoassay tox report, and I didn't know that it was just a presumptive test, stuff like that. And I think that was the only test they did. So to just accept that test as confirmatory would be crazy, because it's not.
Well, and so you've not just with DUI representation, but also if you're handling drug cases, looking at the identification of the drug, whether or not you agree that it's probably really cocaine or maybe it's not.
You would never know to look at a chromatograph and see if there's baseline separation, complete separation, if there's a big tail and a peak. And it's funny, I'm listening to myself talk like this, and before I would ever come to Axion, I would have no idea what I was talking about if I was listening to this video. So a lot of people watching this video would probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But it's fun to learn the science and to learn that you need to look at that stuff in discovery to learn what to ask for in discovery. And there are those legal applications in these classes. As you learn all the science and the testing, you actually get to do the tests. So you're not just learning about liquid chromatography, you're actually running the machine and breaking the machine open and looking at all the parts. So you really get a complete understanding and education about what this toxicology report looks like when you get it.
So are you planning to take the lawyer-scientist exam?
1,000%.
Okay, are you nervous? Are you going to study?
I'm going to study. I've already started studying. So.
Okay, good. All right, we'll see you back here next month.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.